Hello. How are you all doing today? It's a pleasure to have you back. And of course, if you are coming to the channel for the first time, I would like to say thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up after watching. And of course, comment below with your questions. Now, a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only, and not to be used as a form of trading advice, not to be used as a form of trading signal. Okay, great. Now, with that said, we are going to be talking about what today? We're going to be talking about gold. And we have a question to ask. Will gold continue its bearish run as the USD index continues to appreciate? Will gold continue its bearish run as the USD index continues to appreciate, right? Now you obviously should know, and if you don't, now you should know that when the greenback, which is the USD index, when it continues to appreciate, as we have over here, right, from the beginning of this year, we have the USD index trying to push higher after a bad run last year, which was as a result of the coronavirus, right? So now this year, we can see that it is trying to appreciate over here. As it is trying to appreciate, obviously, we should see that gold would be dropping, right? So gold obviously has already said it's dropped from this year over here, but actually it started towards the end of last year. But we're more interested with the pair that we have in front of us from this year. So as it is dropping, what are we expecting to see in the market over here? Right, as a safe haven from last year, there was a lot of bullish run on the gold safe haven. But then now investors, because of the coronavirus pandemic and the vaccinations ongoing, confidence is now coming into the market. And of course, we are seeing investors rushing back to the USD index and purchasing it. So now what we're expecting here on this gold, is for it to drop further. And before it does that, we have some levels of interest that would like the market to pull back to for us to get a short entry. Now, looking at gold also from the monthly time frame, because the higher time frames are very important. Looking at gold from the monthly time frame, you see that it hit a major highs. This is actually like a double high over here, right? From here, we had this top here, which happened about 2011, if you look closely. And then we had this other test, and then we had the fake out. From this fake out, it started to drop. Now, the interesting thing now is that this is March, right? Happy New Year, by the way. This is March, and January, we had this bearish candle. February, we had this other bearish candle. Now, March has just started, and it's already giving us this down move. But then we can't predict how much it's going to end yet, because what we're expecting now is either we have another red candle or we have a green one which retraces to the area of interest for us to pull the trigger, or we could even have it as a doji candle, right? You need to pay attention to the price action. You need to pay attention to the candles that are formed. It will help us to have a better understanding of what we're trying to do here. And of course, from what we're looking at here and looking at from this monthly time frame, well, I'm just going to say this first here. Do not be surprised if we have a retest of this area here, 1150 area on gold. And this might come obviously towards the end of the year, depending on how the market moves, because this is a key area here, a flip zone. As you can see, we have a form of resistance, support, and then it's messing around here with a little bit of resistance. Here we have resistance, support, and then it is yet to return to this place after a while. So let's see how the market goes for gold. Are we going to retrace back here to test this area? And of course, last week, if you look at the PA that we had from last week, it did about 1,000 pips drop, right? Last week, let's check on the hourly candle. from last week. Last week's PA was around, I think it started from around here. And if you look at the drop from here, if you look at the drop from this area here to where it dropped last week, let me just put another box here. Then we can use our crosshair tool to do the measurements. From here to here, that was about 950 pips in just 1 week. And then, of course, we had a little retracement here to end the week. But then we're still expecting what? We're still expecting some further drop, as the market has already started yesterday, Monday. And of course, today we are waiting for a little retracement, meaning that from this, I am more inclined to short. I would like to see a retest to this area here around 1746 marker for me to get an entry, right? I would love to get an entry around here in order to take this market back down. Don't forget, this should not be used as a form of trading signal. I'm not saying everybody rush into the market at 1746 for short. What I'm saying is, well, you could watch the market at this area, because anything could happen. The price action that we get here could be one that is not favorable for short. And then what do? We don't take trades, right? So you also need to be careful. So if you're going to get an entry here, your stop loss can be above, right? And then of course your take profit could be much lower. Your conservative take profit could be much lower, which happens to be the lows of this new week, right? Well, not just the lows of this new week, but also the lows of this year thus far, right? Also the lows of this year thus far. So gold is rather interesting, and of course we should be seeing a further decline in gold as the USD now tends to recover. And then of course, looking at the USD, just to round up, we're expecting the market to push back to these areas of support, as you can see here, right? So like more or less a breakout here, more or less areas here, and has yet to be tested. This is very important. This is yet to be tested as resistance, right? And then we have another area of interest here. When you look at areas of interest, you need to pay attention to the flip zones, right? Here we have area of support, resistance, and then the market might as well also come out here. So if the USD index should continue to appreciate, then what will happen to gold? Because of course they move in opposite directions. The USD index, as it appreciates, we're expecting the gold to depreciate. So this is just a quick video just to explain to you, based on the technical analytical aspects, technical analysis, what's happening on gold, what's happening now on gold, and also what we should be expecting on gold further. So now, if this video was helpful, if it helped you to understand price action and also support and resistance, because that's how we trade, if it has helped you, then of course don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and of course we would have more and more videos like this just to help us to understand what is happening better, right? Enjoy the rest of the day and trade safe. Goodbye and goodbye. Thank you.